The graph the graph of a quadratic function that is has a formula fx equal x2 plus bx plus c is called a parabola. Uh, is a parabola, or let's say a parabola. It's because the word parabola, yes, it's more general, not necessarily restricted to this equation. So let's is but the shape, global shape is this one, what we want. It's more on the shape is a parabola. So not colored, but is a parabola. Yes. So how we graph it without any more many studies, or so we are able to write fx by completing the square as a times x minus h square plus k square. Okay, plus k, not k, not necessarily k. Okay, then hk will be this vertex. Hk is the vertex of our vertex of the parabola. Okay, so let's see how we do it through two examples. So the first example is so example one. So we have fx equal minus x2 plus this 6x minus 12. So so we are given the formula and trying to graph it. Okay, so let's complete the square. So because I have minus a factor here, I put it outside, so x2, and then focusing on the terms in x, okay? Minus 6x minus 12. Keep minus 12 outside the parentheses. Then work inside the parentheses. So I see that if I have x2 minus 2 times 3, x, since I have a double a square minus 2 times, so I am, if I add 3 square, then I will have a square, an expression like x minus h power 2. Then since I added 3 square, I will subtract it so that I don't change my formula. So this is how the process of completing a square. And now it's I see my what I have. I have x minus 3 square minus 9 and minus 12. Now if I remove the brackets, I will have x minus 3 square plus 9 minus 12, which is minus 3. So like yes, minus 3. Like that, I have, maybe I shouldn't skip a step here. So I'll write it plus 9 minus 12. So finally, we have minus x minus 3 square minus 3. Okay. So from here, we deduce that the vertex is the point 3. If you substitute 3, we get minus 3. Okay. You can identify the the y-intercept. Y-intercept, we know we need to choose x equals 0 and read the value. Let's read it from here, 0 minus 12. We need x-intercept, for example, intercepts. That means I need the intersection with the x-axis. That means my y is 0. When I take y equals 0 from here, y equals 0, that is y equals 0, which is my expression here, is reduced then to x minus 3 square plus 3 equals 0. There is no, it's not possible, no solution, no points, no solution, okay? No solution. So we don't have, my curve doesn't intersect the, the x-axis. Okay, then we should be able to graph the function now. Let's do that. Okay, let's change color and do the graphing. Okay, and see, let's do that like that. Maybe I should move these points. Let's, okay, so let's redo another line here. Okay, because I know why. Let's see then. Here is x, here is y, and here is the origin. Then, yes, we said we have a vertex at with coordinate 3 and minus 3. Yes, and they have value also 0, minus 12. So the scale, let's choose a scale here. So minus 3, minus 9, minus 6, minus 9, and then minus 12. Let's say minus 12 is here. Okay, and 3 here also. Same scale, that's approximately. Okay, so here is my vertex. My vertex is here. Okay. Uh, then I have y-intercept. So let's use the color red color. So we have this point, the point. I have the y-intercept. There is no x-intercept. So I can carving the shape of the parabola. We know it. So I need just to take two more points. Two extra points. Usually we take the we move by 1 unit both sides of the vertex. So that means the vertex is located at 3, minus 3. So I will just take the coordinates. So two more points. Two more points. I need them to graph the complete shape. Okay. I could, but I prefer to add two more. So I will choose 4. If I choose 4, substitute here, you have 4 minus 3 square, which is 1 square, 1 minus 1 minus 3, it's minus 4. And if you do 1 unit left to 3, it's 2, and you will get the same image. Same. So suppose that here is minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Here is minus 4. So at 2, here is 2, here is 4. We have 2 points. We have these points, and we have the other points here. Okay. And from this, yes, we have this. Now we know the global shape, so we can just we can join these points like that. That's not very good. Okay, so let's try again. Okay. And then it decreases rapidly, quickly to go through these points and go down again. Okay, so let's correct this one, just this one. Improve it, and yeah, so it's this is a symmetry. uh, my parabola has a symmetry with respect of these axes that passes through the vertex, so we are expecting to have something like that, symmetric. Okay, so this is my how we do it, and we can answer questions like what, so we identified many things, like what is the maximum, for example, what is the maximum of your function f, your function over r, and the set of all real number, what is the highest value? I see it, the highest one is minus 3, and it is attained at 2.3. What is the minimum value? The minimum of f over r doesn't exist. My function keeps going down, taking large negative values. So there is no minimum value. It doesn't stop at any point, smallest point. Okay. Mainly, those are the questions we can, or the information we can get from a parabola. Now, let's do now another kind of question. Suppose that you are given a graph and you are asked to read from the graph. You are given a parabola and you are asked to identify all those points like this we did now. Okay, so let's do a question like that, get more practice. So suppose that I have the following parabola. Yes, this time I have this one. Okay, Now, yes, line y-x and x, the origin. You have 1 unit, 2, 3. We have here passes through this point -1, it's -1, and then I have -3 here, and -4 also. So let's keep it here, down -4, and then so it passes through this point, this point, and this point. So I think I have enough to graph my parabola. So let's do it. Yes, I can use the red one. Why not? So let's start from here. So here it is. Oh, no. Okay, so let's do then. Yes, here also we join this part, and here I join this part. I wanted just to erase. It's okay. We can keep it like that. You understand? So this is a parabola. They said it's so given a parabola. Parabola is given. Okay, so okay, the graph of parabola. The graph of a parabola is given. So we are asked to identify what is the vertex. Okay, so here I see because I have this shape of parabola, I know where it is where I can read the vertex. In fact, the vertex is either where you have a highest value of your function or the smallest value. So here I have minus, so it's 1, it is attained at 1. I see it here, -4. Okay, I can read the y-intercept. So it's the point with abscissa first coordinate is 0. So 0, I see it, it's this one. Okay, so it's the point -3 here. I can read the x-intercepts. Okay, x-intercepts here, I have 2 points here, 2 x-intercepts. Okay, x-intercept. Okay, here also it's an x-intercept. This one is y-intercept. Okay, so yes, I have so the points -1, 0, and 3, 0. While in the other parabola, we didn't have any. What else? Yes, we can be interested in highest value, maximum of f over its domain. So there is no high, my function doesn't remain smaller than a particular value. It takes large values and continues indefinitely. So we say that it doesn't exist. Why the minimum of f over r here is the value -4, and it's here, and it is attained at 1. So we have a minimum value. So yes, that are, yes, I can even identify my equation. What about the equation? Yes, the equation of the parabola. The equation. So I know in advance that my equation will be in the form a times x minus hk, and yes, h is 1 square plus k, plus k. K is the second coordinate, it's what, minus 4. Okay, I need to identify a. So for that, I can use y-intercepts. Okay, for x with or with 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 x equals 0, we have y, we know it's minus 3, but if we substitute 0 in the formula, I will get a minus 4. Then a will be, then a will be, so 4 minus 3, okay, 4 minus 3, which is 1. So the equation is 1 times x minus 1 square minus 4. So here is, so from a graph, yes, and knowing all the characteristics of the parabola, we were able to identify the equation. Okay, so yes, here is how we can proceed.